Hi Lydia, I hope you had a good few weeks. I hope you had fun on your senior trip and all that. And I really enjoyed your last video. I love seeing people's record collections. I just love seeing people's music tastes, and I approve of all those artists. Granted, I don't think I've really taken the time to listen to the Carpenters' non-Christmas stuff, because the one album I have by them is their Christmas album. Karen Carpenter's voice actually just reminds me of Christmas. When I hear it, I'm like, it's Christmas time! Which is actually a song. Well, I don't know if it's called that, but it starts, it's Christmas time and time for a carol. Okay, sorry, rambling. I guess I'll do the same thing. My record collection is pretty big now. I don't know if it's definitely not big compared to the people I've spoken to. This one person I work with has like 2,000 records or something in his basement, and then my guitar teacher has like huge shelves like the size of the wall that I have guitar lessons in. Nah, that made no sense. But he has a lot of records, let's put it that way. I'm gonna say somewhere around 50. I don't know. Most of them are from my parents, so that explains why I have so much. I'm very cheap, so I don't really have many Beatle records, I'm sad to say, but I have nearly the entire Badfinger collection, and that's exciting! I'm going to show you the most recent records, the records that I have in the special pile, the ones that I've been listening to. That's basically what the pile is for, the ones that I've been listening to most, or the newest. The first three I actually got last night. Someone my mom works with knows I have a record player and that I love listening to records and classic rock and all that. So she got me the best of Peter, Paul, and Mary. I don't actually know much about them either, except Leaving on a Jet Plane. Yeah, that's all I know about them. Pretty sad. But and two Carly Simon records. She's my namesake, and she's good. I really like her songs, Mockingbird and You're So Vain. I know they're very they just barely scratched the surface of Carly Simon, but I do like those songs. I have another record by her. I forget what it's called actually. It might be another best of Carly Simon. No, neither of these are best. I'm just not making sense today. But this one is called Hot Cakes, which reminds me of Green Acres, because Lisa Douglas can only make hot cakes, if you guys know who that is. Bay City Rollers. This is kind of like what David Cassidy is to you. They're that thing you're kind of embarrassed about liking. They're so catchy! Oh, goodness, I love them. They're awesome. And then, this is very new. My guitar teacher got it for me. I was totally surprised, and it's so good! And it's in great condition as well. Badfinger Straight Up. I don't really have a particular affinity for this album. I rather like No Dice and Wish You Were Here more, but it's for some reason in the pile. I love the album, don't get me wrong, it's just not my favorite. I almost bought two new Monkey albums the other day. They were both about $4. However, I had to put them down. I saw a more expensive album that I've been looking for, and I never ever see because it's extremely rare. It's called Buckingham Nicks. It is Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac. And before they joined Fleetwood Mac, they were just this duo that would travel around and write songs and record them on their own time. Like, they had a little tape recorder, and eventually they got a deal with a record place, I'm assuming. And they put out this record, and it's actually from 1973. I was assuming it was a re-release, because after they got into Fleetwood Mac, they probably re-released their album because they were incredibly famous. But no, this one's from 1973, which is really, really cool, and it's so freaking good. It was $15, and didn't have that much money on me at the time, so I had to forfeit the Monkey albums. Sorry, monkeys. I don't know why I'm looking up. They're not dead. Hold on. Is there... Okay, wait. There's Davy Jones. Wait, you can't see him. Oh wait, no. They're under my light switch. I'm sorry, guys. Heart, which I bought, I guess a month ago now. And then the next two are Stevie Nicks albums, her first two solo albums. This one's her first, Belladonna, and then her second, Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart. Now, this is another comparison to you. You said, Karen Carpenter, you tried really hard to sound like her in 10th grade. Well, oh, Stevie Nicks, your voice is so good. And I admit she sounds like a goat. I know she has this weird bleeding thing she does, but I really love her voice, and I love the range, and I just wish I had her voice. And I wish I had her songwriting talents too, because she is amazing. This is such a good album. It is by a very, very little known band called Crack the Sky, and I believe they're from the Pennsylvania area. What they do is they fuse a lot of different genres together, like power pop and not jazz, and funk and all these other amazing genres, and they make something great out of it. Like, you wouldn't think it'd be good, but they come out with these really, really long, epic songs that they're just amazing. I recommend you look up Nuclear Apathy. It's actually the first track on the album. It's fantastic. And A Night on the Town with Snow White is another really, really good track from them. The last album in this never-ending pile is Fanny. Fanny is an all-girl group from the 70s. I believe they were precursors to Joan Jett and the Runaways. They, how would you describe them? I guess they were pop, or I don't think they are sort of power pop. They are really good. I think this is one of their last albums, actually.
Hey, boy, that girl, she's gonna break your heart in two. Oh, you're not my babe, hey, now that's not what you do. She's gonna take your love and keep you hanging on. Angel, angel, she's a lady in the sky. Angel, angel.
Goodbye!